This is Iron Trader, and this is midday trading. So today it's going to be all about the energy. We'll take a look here what's going on with crude oil and natural gas. And then we're going to take a look here at the XLE, that's the big oil ETF, and then CRK, which is Comstock Resource. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see how ugly this is here. Now again, what we have here, we still have just an inside day, which basically means your high and low is within the high and the low of the previous day, and this is what we got going on. But this is one ugly chart here as far as bullishness is, okay? So let's just look at the downside here first. So what we're going to be looking for is yesterday's low. That's at 72.54, okay? That's going to be very, very key. Now, again, if that's lost, then we're going to come right over to the bottom of this candle at 72.20, and then we're going to come over here to your retest of 71.67, okay? But again, it's all going to be based on yesterday's low. Now, if this 71.67 is lost here, which is basically that candle right there, then what we're going to do is we're going to start just going right to the left here. You got 71.41. We're going to come right here to the bottom of this candle. You got 70.50, and then we have 70.13. And then we're going to have your next level here, which is going to be 69.28. And then we'll come to the bottom of that candle, 68.80. And then here's your big retest there at 67.71. So this has a lot of ways to go down. Again, if that's lost, we could come all the way down here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 65.38. We have here is you got 64.36. And then we have 63.64. That is your big retest. Now, I am short this stock. I'm in long SCO and have been in the SCO, and I've been just scalping the long. But right now, there's nothing here that says this is going to rock and roll, go to the upside here. You know, we could, once you start breaking that 60-70, 167, then we just find all these levels here, and we could possibly go all the way down to the 63, 64 very easy. And a lot of this stuff is based on there's easing a lot of the war action going on there in the Middle East, and a little bit easing on that there. But it's mainly it's because of China that just the demand just is not there. So crude oil is just selling right on off here. Okay, so now this is say this thing can just giddy up, which you know going to be very, very tough to do. But if it can, what we're going to do is we're going to look right to the bottom of this candle here. Right now, real time is sitting at 72.71. Then we're looking at 72.97. Then we'll be looking at the bottom of this candle here at 73.45. We'll look at today's high at 74.16. We'll come up here. We'll look at 74.38. And then we can come run right into this level right here. This is that 74.60 I've been talking about here. See how that right there all the way across? That there is going to be very, very strong resistance. And then we'll go to the top of this candle at 75.73. But realistically, 76.06, your 21-day and your 8-day right above it at 76.09. That is going to be your big target to the upside. Now you can see your 8-day, 21-day rolling on down. 8-day complete water slide. Your 50 days rolling down, 200 days rolling down, 100 days rolling down. This just looks lower. So that's why I say I'm short right now, and I will take a scalp long, but I'm still going to hang on to that short here until we get some kind of a reversal situation. Now, when you look at the RSI here, well, that has a lot of room to go to the lower. This right here, when the green crosses the red, that's a sell signal. That means momentum is to the downside, just like we had here. There's nothing positive to say about this whole situation here, okay? So that's what you always have to remember. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Your daily chart pretty much tells it all, okay? So what do we have here? And just like if you watch my videos here, we are just basically we're trading this box. And today is really no different, okay? So right now what we're doing is I had a really nice trade. I held the UNG, but I cut my shares down, okay? Last night I usually do trade 5,000. I cut it down to 2,500. I was in at 14.50 flat, and I sold it today at 14.80. Boom, 30 cents on the trade, done. Okay, I just don't see where it was going to rally up here. Now what we're below this 8 SMA, which is very, very critical. And we're sitting here looking for this 21-day, sitting at 2.10. We got to see if it's going to get there. But again, you can't get too excited about this because realistically, the bottom right there is 2.10, and your top here, look at that price channel is, what do we got here? And I'm moving it all around, is 2.30. Okay, let me get this back on chart here, track here. There we go. There you go. Now you're talking. Okay, so we're trading this range here okay? Basically, one big square box is what we are trading here. Now, again, if this 21 day is lost on a closing basis, that's the key, not just coming down to retest it, coming down and retest it. I'm just saying if it's lost on a closing basis, then we can just start zipping her all the way on down here, okay? So you got that 2.02 here. We got 1.97, 1.92, 1.90, and your big retest down here is 1.88. But that's only if this 21 day is lost on a closing basis. Upside, it's the same old thing, okay? We got the 8 day. Okay, you're sitting at 2.18. We're going to go up there. And then this 100 day is absolute critical, okay? 2.27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and you couldn't get and close above that 100 day, 2.27. You get above that, then we have your price channel. That's your trading range, okay? 2.30. Then we have your 200 day, 2.31, and your 50 day at 2.34. But right now, just watch trade the range, top 2.30, bottom 2.10 until we break out. You break above it, well, then we know where we're going to go. You break below it, then we know where we're going to go. Right now, RSI isn't really showing us much here. We're just kind of neutral at 47. Your green is over your red. That's still bullish, momentum there to the upside, but we do have a trading range. So if you look at this, we had a green candle, then we had 2 down. Green candle, maybe 2 down. Now remember, that EIA report there tomorrow on natural gas will be out. It might be a market mover because last week, remember, the first time in a draw in months, okay? So we had 6 billion cubic feet on a draw. Before that, it was nothing but build. So just trade this range. Okay, let's take a look here at the old XLE. Okay, here we have the XLE. Okay, this is big oil ETF. This has your Mobil and Chevron and Exxon and Schlumberger, plus this pays about a 3.5% dividend. Okay, so got to look at that. But this is my way that I like trading the big oil companies. If 1 or 2 get hammered, it's more of a basket of everything. Okay, so let's just see where we are. Now, we had a good run up here from the bottom of 84.47 all the way up here to the top there. We had at 91.85. That's when crude oil is running up here. Now, yesterday we had that big ass red candle, and today we have that inside day. So let's look at the downside here first. Is very couple of critical, very key support levels there. Okay, so you want to look at that 88.76. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. That's that 50 a day simple moving average. Below that, you got your 86.89. But this is the one that we really want to watch is this 200 SMA here. You're looking at 88.67, which lines up very, very nice here with the 88.76 level. That is very, very key. Now, again, if that is lost here, then we can go down to your 100-day here, and then we can go down even down to your retest at 85.42 level, okay? Which lines up very nice here with this, 85.47, which comes all the way down here. Now, there is support there between there, okay? So what you also have there is you have 87.50 level. We have 87.28, and then we'll come down to this candle. You got 86.43, and then we hit your 85.47. But realistically, this is what you want to watch is this 200 SMA here. Very, very critical on the downside, 88.67. And this one is 50-day, 88.76. Those are your very, very key levels. Now, here on the upside, well, you want to watch this 8 SMA here, 89.78. And then we have your 89.93, and then we have your 50-day above that sitting there at 90.31. So there's a lot of resistance going on up here. So really, you just got to trade this range here. If you're trading this, you just trade that bottom, which is that 88.67, and then we look at that 8 SMA at 89.77. Okay, so this is the range that you're trading. Now, again, this is like almost oversold conditions. You're sitting way in the bottom here. We've got to see how this is all going to shake out as far as the oil here. Now, everybody has got a little bit of beef with the oil companies and blah, 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 but you can't run the world without oil. You got to face reality, okay? I mean, you're using over 100 million barrels a day, okay? A day, 100 million barrels. Think about that. Line it up in your backyard, 100 million barrels, and that's every freaking day that you're using it. So you got to find something that you're going to say, hey, how am I going to subsidize this? Did you see Ford today? They're reorganizing all that EV that isn't selling. Okay, okay. So now they're going to take a $400 million write-off on this nonsense that isn't working. Okay, don't let the government force you to do something. Go what the people want. It'll always shake out. The people will tell you what they want and what they don't want. Okay, so when this gets back to reality here, again, just watch that 200-day. That's going to be very, very key. and watch that 8 SMA here. That's going to be okay. But realistically, we just got some pretty much like a sideways action here, okay? So we had that top, and then we just got sideways action. We got to see how this is all going to shake out. Okay, let's take a look here at Comstock Resources CRK. Okay, this is Comstock Resources CRK. Now, the reason I like this, first of all, this is more of a natural gas play, okay? But the key is Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys here, United States, okay? He owns, I think it's like close to 88% of this company, okay? Now, if you ever knows Jerry Jones, I mean, with his ego, there's no way he's going to let this fail, okay? So this has mainly natural gas, but it does also have the crude oil also in it, okay? So Jerry Jones, anything that he's going to touch is going to be, it's going to work, okay? So right down here, this is always a stock that I like to trade when it gets sold right off, like we had down here, 774. I got in at $8, and then she rallied up very, very nicely here, okay? So you're sitting all the way up there, got as high as 1117. So that was really a nice, good trade. Now what we're looking for here, let's just take a look at the upside. We're looking at that 1131 level. Okay, so the next level we get above that, we just bring this price channel right across, and here's where you're looking at is 1154. Then we'll come up to this level here. You're looking at 1195. Your big retest there is that 1239. Now, you look on a weekly chart here. You look at that 1239. Well, that's busted. You go take that. You bust through that. Then what we're going to do is you can come all the way up here. You're looking at 1339. And then what we do is we just follow these candles all the way on up here. 1479 here. Look at there. 1635. And you can work it all the way back up to 2185. So if you're looking for a good outside play on natural gas, and oil situation, this is a good one because the reason I say I traded is because of Jerry Jones. And, he's going to make it a success. And I've traded this since it's, I can't tell you how many years here now, that it really is a good work. To see like how that 7.7. Now, it isn't a huge thing, but again, at $7, hell, you can buy 25,000 shares, and it ain't going to take much, and you can just rally that bad boy right on up here. The same way with this, you just take the rally and take it off here. But this is a good play if you're looking at the, a natural gas oil play. Now, let's just take a look at the downside. Well, what you want to do is you want to always bring this price channel across, which basically is the top of that candle. So what we're looking for is that 1082. That's going to be your support level. And then right below that, we have your 8-day at 1063. Below that here, we got your 50-day at 1039. And then we have Hondo there at 1035 level. But as long as the price is above this 8-day simple moving average, this can go higher. The key is once you lose the 8-day, well, we know how that is. See how this, when you lose that 8-day, then she comes flying down. You get above that 8-day, she goes flying right back up again. So let's just see how this all shakes out here. So this is actually looking very, very bullish. Got a red candle today because oil's right in the can. It's sitting at 72.32. Okay, so don't even worry about that here. What we're looking for here, that I see on the downside, is just watch that that 1082. That's going to be very, very key level going on right there. That's going to be very, very key. And then watch that 8-day at that 1063 level here. As long as that 8-day holds, the price holds that 8-day, she's going higher. Upside, you got some really nice targets right there. Okay, look at that. 1154. Okay, and then you can say that 1195, and there's your big retest at 1239 here. So you got good potential here. Now you look at your MACD. This still has this array that's oversold on the bottom. Plenty of room to run. And you got plenty of room to run here on your RSI here, okay? There's no divergences, but you just have a good, strong stock here all the way from 774 all the way up here to your 1131. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after the old pit close, and we'll take a look here at natural gas and at the old crude ski. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.